What if George R. R. Martin never finishes A Song of Ice and Fire? How would that impact his legacy?
Damn, you're laying it on heavy, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. I think, as sad as it is, I think like George has done he's set such high standards for himself that he's never gonna live up to the expectations that have been set. I think regardless, he's gonna disappoint people. Whether he brings it out or doesn't. He's definitely releasing wins for sure, but Dream is very unlikely. I think his reputation is gonna be fine because I don't think the damage that's been done now would make any difference at this point. It's been so long, because he will always be remembered as the writer that took 12 years to finish a book. As sad it could be, the Wins could be like the greatest piece of fiction ever, but he will still be remembered for that in some part. As sad as it is, I wish it wasn't that way, but
What about you, George? What do you think? How would this impact A Song of Ice and Fire, or how you see A Song of Ice and Fire?
I mean, it's going to be an unfinished masterpiece, right? There's plenty of those in history. Like, what's that? The French author, Proust, The Search of Lost Time. That's not finished. It's still regarded as very good literature. So it happens. Yeah.
The thing is, A Song of Ice and Fire, as it is a incredibly well-written book series. But obviously, he will be remembered for A Song of Ice and Fire as a whole. And if he does not finish A Dream of Spring, then there's always going to be that thing. And people will always talk about his legacy, how he never compares to Tolkien. Because for some reason, everyone has to compare stuff nowadays. Like, you can't enjoy one thing without saying, well, but this is better, or no, it's all whataboutism. Especially with Lord of the Rings, you can't just enjoy both as they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always going to be the thing. People will always compare it to other authors and other fantasy. Still, I think Winds of Winter, some version of Winds of Winter will be released eventually. I don't know if it's going to be the whole thing. I could see it being split up in 2 parts at some point. Or
please
even...
not by geography.
yeah.
If I have to wait for part 2 for the Battle of Ice, I will lose it. I would drive down to New Mexico.
Santa Fe.
Yeah, if it's all Cersei chapters and no Asha, no Theon, I'm gonna lose it.
You know what? Like on a real note, like I highly doubt that George wouldn't let someone else finish the series for him.
Well, that's what he said. He said he would never let anyone finish it.
But if he's gonna have an estate, would they betray him anyway and release the book?
Depends on the contracts he has, right?
Depends on how broke his family is.
80 years from now.
Remember, people are greedy. So
you see the music all the time. You see the music all the time. People dying, and then all those posthumous releases. God, let's not go there. Oh my God.
That much have to handle that one, bro. Now you got me feeling emotional. God damn.
Human greed dictates Winds will be out by his hand or someone else's.
Yeah, but how would it impact The Song of Ice and Fire? As I see it, not much, because this world that he created will definitely live on. Obviously, it's more likely that it'll live on in television, maybe even film someday, and some people don't like that. As long as it is as good as House of the Dragon Season 1, I'm fine with more shows, more films, so we will definitely have that. If it's more like Game of Thrones, where the themes of his world and things that he established don't matter, if it's just spectacle and people just see this as, hey, that is the opportunity to make some medieval thing with dragons, let's have some battles, blockbuster type shit, and it's bad. So yeah, we will see. We will have to wait and see how it goes. I would hate for A Song of Ice and Fire to become something like Star Wars or Marvel. I definitely don't want that to happen. A lot of mediocre shit. We will know. we will know. And I don't see a Dream of Spring happening as well. Like, I think we will get
Right.
Winds of Winter. A Dream of Spring is highly unlikely at this point.
I always,
I mean, like,
there's this
yeah.
slight optimist inside me that's like, well, maybe George is like secretly writing a Dream of Spring so that he can get them close to release. And then I'm like, okay, wait, no.
A classic. I've heard that a
I feel
million
like
times.
the thing is, right, if the Winds of Winter does actually get rid of a lot of plot lines, a lot of people die and stuff, there's a chance that Dream of Spring might be easier to write. Because
Yeah.
right now the problem with Winds, other than the fact that he's going to Comic-Con all the time, is that is that Feast and Dance just had too much shit going on. And
Yeah.
he's like half of it needs to get wrapped up in Winds. And then if Winds does achieve some simplification of the plot, then you can say that that Dream might be easier to write down the line.
Yeah, thing
Yeah.
is, he has 22 POV characters, and he
Yeah.
can't rush it. You know, he can't just open the book and then it's Victarion. Oh, he dies. Damper.
Yeah.
Oh, he dies. He has to get rid of characters. He has to slowly get towards the end game, and then he's not even in Westeros, and you have like a billion things that you will have to write about the others, or have to explain about the others, possibly through the eyes of a child. So that is just crazy, just a crazy task. You know, Bran is a kid that is slowly transitioning into this entity, or being possessed by this entity. Just think about having to write that. So
Yeah.
I see the
Bran
struggle.
Bran gotta like clear out his checklist of abominations he needs to commit.
Yeah. Why do you think I came all this way?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the real Song of Ice and Fire is the friends we made along the way.
That's a good ending. Well, thank you guys for watching. We are back now. The House of the Stag podcast is back on the Voice of Old Town channel. That's a new thing. Yeah, that's all we have for today. Thank you guys for watching, and see us very soon.